So I may concentrate the golden lantern. I may concentrate my sprinkles of golden, oh my God. Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. New day, new Tumblr project. We are actually going to revisit something I did almost 2 years ago now. I did it as a joke. I did it to debunk a viral TikTok video that was a blatant lie. And it is one of my highest viewed videos. And yet, even though I tried to make it clear I was debunking a video and showing that it was a fake video because it didn't include all the steps necessary, people still comment on it even now, 2 years later, saying, but you did it wrong. And yeah, I know that's sort of the point. The TikTok video was wrong and it was a lie, and that's what I was trying to show. But anyway, regardless of all that, nobody's done one of these in a while. Why not revisit it? This time I will do it the way it should be done, and hopefully we'll get a better result. So I still have a lot of shaving foam left from last time, so I'm going to start with this can, but I picked up another, and I'm going to spray a mess all over the pan, and that will give me enough width and length to cover my cup. This is a 30 skinny straight. I sanded it, I washed it, I spray painted it with flat white because I think the alcohol inks we're going to use will stick better to flat white paint. In that last video, I used a glossy paint cup, and that was definitely one part of the problem. So we have our cup, and then we are, because we're coming into Pride Month, or by the time you see this, we will be in Pride Month, we are going to do yet another rainbow because I love rainbows. You don't have to do a rainbow. You can do any color combination you want. Let's get to it. Okay, that's the end of that one. Alrighty. Now, I know some people think this is all very wasteful. I wouldn't ever recommend this as a tumbler coloring method because there's so many easier ways to get alcohol inks onto a tumbler. This is more of a, I don't know, fad thing, I guess. It works great for marbling paper. There's no doubt about that. For getting alcohol ink on a tumbler, there are many better ways than this. I am using mostly Bria Reese inks today just because I have them and they're very, very saturated colors. This is my red. This is Orange Crush from Woody's Goodies. This is Bria Reese yellow. This is Ranger Bottle. Bria Reese Ultramarine Blue. And Bria Reese purple. Okay, now I'm gonna go back over and fill in with some more. Please don't take this too seriously. Again, I would not recommend this for coloring a tumbler. Okay, now that my hands are all purple anyway, now I'll put the gloves on. I'm gonna set this down in the color and I'm gonna roll it. Here we go. All right. Well, that sure is pretty on there, huh? I'm just gonna do that down there. And yeah, I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. I've been told anywhere from an hour to 24. This time I'm going to give it plenty of time because that was the part the TikTok video left out. They took it from this moment straight to a faucet, washed it off, and it was perfect. And that's not how this works. All right, maybe I'll marble some paper. Since we're here, I know this isn't very flat anymore. And yes, you can reuse the foam when you're marbling the paper. You can probably reuse it with a cup one time maybe, then it'll get too messed up. But there you go. some very, 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 very colorful and great smelling marbled paper. Okay, see you back here when the cup's dry. Okay folks, we are here in my utility room with our still kind of gross and foamy tumbler. And I'm gonna turn the water on. I'm not gonna try and scrape this off first. I'm just gonna turn the water on and we're gonna see what happens. Well, a lot more color on the cup. And of course, as I was doing this, I realized that I did the rainbow sequence upside down. So when I rolled it in the foam, I wasn't obviously paying attention to which end was up. Could have just turned the pan around. Does it look like a rainbow? No. We lost our green completely. Do I hate it? No. Is it beautiful? No. So I'm gonna dry it off, let it dry thoroughly, and then we'll come back and see what we're gonna do next. Okay, this cup has dried. It is extremely vibrant. I will say, when I was thinking about it, as I was rinsing it off, I wasn't really paying attention to which brands of alcohol ink I used for which colors. But after the fact, I've had time to actually process this, and I realized that the color that didn't work was the Tim Holtz brand, the Ranger brand. I'm not dissing it at all. It works beautifully in other situations. This is not one of them. It left mostly an ugly beige yellowish color and very, very little green. So that's too bad. If I'd had Brie Resin green also, might have actually had a cool upside down rainbow cup here. But now I'm gonna put some resin on it and I'm gonna mix probably a little bit of 504 in. And then on top of the resin, once I get it on there, I'm going to sprinkle just a very little bit of this gorgeous, gorgeous glitter from Mr. Nola's Glitter. It's called Golden Lantern. And we're back. Okay, I have to say that while I think the glitter helps, it doesn't fix. I love the vibrancy of the colors that worked, namely these four. This middle part just, meh. I mean, seriously, meh. I was going to try and wrap an opaque vinyl all the way around this middle part and just sort of cover it up. I've kind of decided against that, I guess. The Muse Sticky Sheet subscription package from Mr. Nola's Glitter contained a whole bunch of vibrant, colorful 90s graphics. This is not from the Muse box. This is something I bought myself that I was going to go with. I was going to basically take 2 rows and wrap it around the part that I object to. But, then what? I didn't know if that was really what I wanted to do. So I got out the Muse box for May. Let's go through everything before we get to what I'm probably going to do. I love it all. These are, I think, almost all opaque, meaning that you do not see anything through these. They are solid. I will show you one of them. Nothing shows through. So if you wrap it around, you would just be seeing this or full wrap, whatever you chose. Same here. I do love this. Here, I think this is a peekaboo. Yes. Yeah, so this is a peekaboo. So you would be able to see a lot of the background through this, and I think this is the same. I'm going to go with the decal sheet that came in the Muse box. Since what I really object to is a relatively small swath of this cup, I'm just going to cover it up with decals. Which is kind of a, you know, cop-out maybe, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So we have now turned this basically into a 90s tumbler, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Homage to the 90s. Instead of using Marabou's alcohol ink, I'll just put a little 504 in there and that'll sparkle everything up.